Suspicious. I was also thinking that she would totally, like, deny him from coming here. Hello there. Lovely weather we're having. You are the guy, I'm pretty sure, from the beginning. Our very first dream. Hello. Oh. I've seen you before.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
Yep, that's definitely the guy from the beginning of the game. He's got brighter hair. It's definitely him. So this is the guy we had the dream about. Inside of Iris's house with Hitomi dead. Alright, interrogation time. What is your name, sir?
Number 89.
No, your real name.
Real name.
I don't remember.
Jesus. Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
Okay. You're the original Cyclops killer, right?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago.
The other one being Rohan?
One of the two Cyclops killers.
Yeah. How do you know Shoko?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison.
Or I guess I asked, do you know, not how do you know?
Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Oh, she was visiting him.
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
What'd she come for?
Why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
What? For why? What? Elaborate.
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
What?
I'm
Wait.
kidding. She was just a business partner.
Oh. Business partner. You said you knew who killed her. How do you know, and who was it?
Alright. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
Plenty.
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Alrighty. Is he just gonna outright tell us?
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F.
That's me.
F found the evils of the world intolerable.
Unless it's not me.
F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born.
That does kind of seem like me.
He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug
it looks like
down
him.
the harbor.
Never mind. Looks like him.
Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here,
Wait, they're down by the harbor.
and you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
The culprit was unarmed. But F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, It would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Okay, so that's when he first got the taste for the killing.
That was a turning point for him.
Yeah.
He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner. But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy.
XQCL.
Turns out, X had connections. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras.
Ooh.
X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
That's the warehouse for sure. Because it had a medicine bottle and it had the windows on the side.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
That ain't Falco! Oh! Where are you at? Where are you?
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he
Hitomi.
saw a woman approach him.
Hitomi. That is Omega Sus. That is what I was waiting for.
He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking.
Okay, dude. Wait, does that mean that you're
That was
Iris's
the first
dad?
encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school.
Yeah, Hitomi, we know
It was
that.
like she was from a totally different world than him.
She wore the same shirt, apparently, 20 years ago.
Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Was it Hitomi or was it Shoko?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl.
Which
It was
one?
the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
He was told to kill Hitomi and Iris.
Her daughter. She had just turned 12.
Yep.
Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
An old friend. Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Am I that old friend? I wasn't the one who committed the murders. Obviously, we know that now. He was the actual murderer. Rohan was the dude that plucked the eyeballs out. He was told to kill Hitomi and Iris, refused to do that, but called on somebody else to fix the situation. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
What is that connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Answer me, damn it!
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later.
I mean, it could have been boss, but I don't know what was the solution to it. That's the thing. Like, what would it do? Something to guarantee his safety out of the Yakuza, and a way to keep Hitomi and Iris safe forever. I genuinely just can't even think of anything. I don't know how you can have a solution like that. It doesn't matter who it was. How do you fix that?
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures.
Because they would have to be... obviously, the execution of the Yakuza would be happening ASAP, right? It would be happening, like, immediately. So it would have to be something that could stop that from happening right away.
Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Rohan killed himself 5 years later, so it obviously wasn't to kill Rohan or stop the Yakuza. Whoa! Actually, though, on that same note, he wasn't the chairman anymore that year. For all I know, the old friend could actually have been, getting that one dude, Moma, into the chairman of the office. Somehow getting fucking... Oh, the old friend, actually... No, because I guess they don't have power over the Yakuza. Somehow they had the chairman swap from Rohan to Moma. I mean, that would solve it if the chairman got swapped. Because it lies in the power of the fucking Yakuza.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Oh,
Computer,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
okay.
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage. He will not be waking up anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yep.
Yeah.
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
We still need to know where boss is. It is very weird that she left and didn't show up for a sync. Hatome's living room. Pretty sure.
Sup?
Need to look. Hey.
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels
What the-
so good on my skin.
What
yeah.
the? Hello? Okay.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
You are not a cat.
Playtime's over.
What is happening?
Let's
Hello?
begin.
What is going
Stand
on?
up.
That.
Is this the Sagan residence?
Yep. Suck on these nuts.
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to?
This is from the very beginning. Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh. Green bubble.
The green? I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium skin. Activate.
Mental lock number 1. It's the... Is that a phone or it's a keypad? Mental lock number 2 is me. Mental lock number 3 is the window. Mental lock number 4 is that door. Oh.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Alright. Number 89 is hiding the past. Number 89 is covered in a green membrane. It can't get close. Prevent the interference from question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright. Winter iris. Last time when I sniffed this,
A
it
winter
worked.
iris that blooms in the cold.
Yep.
I know.
Smell it, baby!
It
Really-
smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
What? No! That worked in the beginning of the game! Why didn't it work now? What the
A
hell?
winter iris.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Let me pick the winter iris then. Oop.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me!
You've been distracting me all game, goddamn.
I got one!
Nice. Oof.
Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
No, but the light switch should've. Oh, never.
Oh, should I pick it up?
Yeah. Hang up, ignore. Well, that's not one of the fucking options. Okay, you never want to hang up, though, because then it lets them know that you're home. Let's ignore it.
It won't stop ringing.
I'll just let it go forever.
It stopped. What was that?
A trap,
I
motherfucker.
don't know.
It worked. Was that the split right there between... Nope, that was guaranteed to happen. Okay. Number 1, unlocked. Ignored the phone.
I guess it worked?
Number 2. What was mental lock number 2? It was my face, right? Liquid.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Lick, jump in, smell, stick hand in. Let's not jump just in case it's like a portal or some shit. Let's just stick my hand in it. Ew. Oh, yeah, I can go through it.
It is surprisingly deep.
That's why I didn't want you to jump in it. We
Did you
got
find
it.
anything?
Well... Oh,
Oh, a cork.
there is something.
A cork.
There it goes. Bye-bye. Oh,
What is this substance? Green tea?
that's what Hitomi makes.
It's obviously not green
Oh.
tea.
Never mind.
Perhaps it's jelly.
No,
It's not jelly.
a little too liquidy for jelly. It could have been green
Agent
tea.
Dante, you've got 5 minutes.
Okay, okay. There's something green over there. What are you? Don't know. Book ceiling fan. That's
It's a
probably
ceiling
important.
fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan
Oh my gosh.
circulates air in an entire room.
Why is that necessary to
Oh,
tell me?
Right.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's forcing me to use a death thing. Blow on, throw something, hold on, headbutt. Let's blow on it. Let's speed this shit up.
Blow on it.
Yeah. It worked?
Ah.
Oh, it stopped it. Oh,
Oh.
it spun it the other direction. Oh.
It's ringing again. What should I do?
What are my options? Pick up, ignore. Okay. I'm going to still choose to ignore it. I would genuinely think this is a trap to check if I'm home. So I gotta remember, this is Hitomi, right? Let's just say this is the Hitomi residence, fucking incoming fucking assassin, right? Don't let him know that we're home. Don't let him come. Okay. I can't tell. Yes, it's still ringing. Yes. It stopped.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
Yeah, but we shouldn't answer.
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
That's not at all what I'm concerned
You're
about.
a police officer. Have some backbone.
Oh my god. Shrunk again. Again, I'm still not gonna answer that. That is hard bait. Mental lock number 2. Ignored the phone again.
I suppose we didn't do anything wrong.
I think what's wrong is to answer that phone or to hang up. I'm staken by that. My original fucking
Agent
thought on
Dante,
that.
You've got 4 minutes.
Okay. There's a book.
A book.
Read Terror. I can read it. It's only 6 seconds.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Okay. Can I rip it?
A book.
What happens if I tear it?
Here I go.
Oh. It had actual words that
What
time.
happened?
Nothing.
That did progress it a little bit somehow. Book.
A book.
Oh, let's tear this one too.
I wonder what these books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe he used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian.
No. It's a bit of a stretch, but I'm not even gonna say it because it's cringe.
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
Yep.
Might. We're getting closer.
Oh. Oh.
What is that?
Oh.
Ah!
The fuck?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Close curtain, ignore, pour lemon juice, poke eye. Pour lemon juice. We get lemon juice? We got lemon juice here? Any lemons?
Lemon? Lemon.
Oh my god.
Where are you, Lemon?
Alright, but please.
You usually get a lemon with an order of karage, right?
No lemon.
Before we think about squeezing some on there, shouldn't we take a bite first?
What?
Oh, if only I had a lemon. If only I had a lemon.
This is what I'm talking. Okay, we're back to the beginning of the game, where sometimes dialogue just comes in that doesn't make any sense. One of them is talking about eating a lemon, the other... Oh. The other is saying that there is no lemon... Oh, I died.
I passed out.
What happened?
Oh, we also could have ordered a lemon sour.
Why wouldn't I order something else entirely?
Oh, that works too.
Oh, shit. Okay, so lemon juice was not the... Whoa, fuck. It's making me double the time. Close curtain. Poke eye, ignore. Who could that be? I don't know. Close curtain. I've gotta. I don't know who you are. I can't, like, tell. He left.
It left.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
What?
You are insane.
That's Hitomi.
What? That's...
Oh shit.
Hitomi?
You should have. Whoa! What the fuck? Her head is Whoa! Ah! Her head's coming off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the? How does this keep happening? Oh my god! Oh my! Oh! What the fuck is wrong with my copy of the game? This game is already disturbing. I don't need to have like a fucking creepypasta version of it. Oh my god. A book.
A book.
Rip that shit. Rip and tear. Oh my god. It's not fixing!
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
That situation was clearly different.
I got a little bit closer. The skull. It has a left eye.
2 minutes. Hurry.
Shut up, Draven.
A skull. I do not see the body.
We punched it off in the beginning. I literally fucking... This is the left eye removed, by the way. So this would be from the new serial killer. Throw, talk, kiss, check. Talk.
Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something. I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Okay.
Humanity finally developed...
What the fuck?
This is the result.
What is happening? What is going on? Why?
Date,
Oh
I will
my
unleash
god.
a furious punch onto an object.
Never
Why?
heard anyone say that before.
Why was I in the floor? Why the head was just hovering above the ground? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Why is this happening?
A skull.
Yeah, let's try, oops, I didn't mean
I
it.
must be malfunctioning.
Kiss
Just give
it.
it a little kissy.
I am seriously getting tired of your bone fetish.
Kiss it. Detach your head and kiss it.
Oh, but that was exciting.
I do not need your report, thank you.
Okay, I'm running out of time here.
A skull.
Throw it?
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
We punched it last time.
Dead. It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Bro.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Fix my head! My immersion! Oh, that was a bad thing. That gave me double.
A book.
Rip, tear. Oh, shit. I will have 9 seconds after this.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
Yeah, I have 9
Dante,
seconds.
You're out of time.
Yeah. Let's retry. What point would you like to start from? Lock 1, 304 seconds. Lock 2, 235. Lock 3. Let's go back to lock 2. Yeah. 'Cause that was the eyeball peeking into the
Agent
window.
Dante, you've got 4 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, my head is still disconnected from my body. Book.
A book.
It's got a check mark on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that means that it's
Sure
like
this will help
confirmed.
us
It might.
Yeah. I think that means that it's like confirmed to be helpful.
A book.
Rip it up. My head is still broken.
I wonder
It's
what
not
these
fixing.
books symbolize.
I don't know. Maybe.
Number
Just to oversee a library. Last book.
a book.
A book.
Here I go.
Here I go.
What happened?
Nothing.
Yep. Eyeball comes up to the window.
What is? Ah!
It's an eye.
Date.
Okay. Close the curtain. Let's keep it. And it left. Okay. What was the only thing we didn't do to the skull?
Eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes.
It was kind of cute. You're insane. Hitomi. Alright, so the skull is used. What was our other option?
Skull.
We talked, we kissed. Check. We didn't check it. Let's check it.
This skull reminds me of the one from before.
Yeah, let's just say that represents Iris.
But didn't that one have a complete skeleton?
There is a small amount of blood flowing from the left eye socket.
Yeah.
What could that mean?
Perhaps it's your head.
Why would it?
What about my head?
Oh, because I'm missing my left
Let's
eye?
break it open and see what's inside.
Okay. This time you suggested it. Okay.
Would that not be
Dead.
You're the one that suggested it.
Sorry about this.
Okay.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown.
Okay.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
I know whatever I do next is gonna be double time, so what's something fast? What is this pot over here?
It's a pot. It appears to be some kind.
Maybe a soul.
It might also be
Yeah, like a.
a turtle ninja
Eh?
could leap out at.
No. 60, 36, smell, heat, drink, smell, wear, eat. Cooking it?
It doesn't turn on.
See the phone over there? Call the manufacturer.
No.
Okay. Do you think they make dream house calls?
I do not.
Okay. I use that. I don't think that matters. Let's go talk to Hitomi, because I don't know what this actually, we need to rip these books, don't we?
A book.
Rip and tear.
Ah! What is this going?
We're driving
Don't
number
know.
89.
By terror.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
situation.
I mean, it's working. It is fucking...
A book.
It's making the time go down. Fuck! I did not want to waste all 30 seconds. God damn it.
Green book.
I do not think there's.
All right.
Okay. And then the last thing was gotta be Hitomi.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Thank you, Draven.
It's Hitomi.
Yep. Talk to her, kiss her, touch her, hug her. Kiss her.
What?
Nope. What? Me and Cameron are playing the same version. We're both playing it off the Game Pass. That's why he was so surprised. It was we're playing it the exact same version.
Kiss her.
Kiss him.
You...
Nice.
like this? But why?
If you were a full body, that would have been hot.
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
Why is her face there?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Nice.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
Okay, so that did not solve it.
It's Hitomi.
Yeah. Let's try to talk to her, I guess.
Understood. Hey! Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
I believe we should try something else.
But fawning.
Date is always
Let
horny.
it go.
Okay.
It's Hitomi.
Yes, it is. Touch her
Where?
on like the neck.
Well, maybe her.
No, 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 not there.
Her stomach, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's not like I'm touching her.
Your body's
She's
frozen.
Extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now.
Oh my
Got it.
god.
That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
I'm trying to just get out of this place because it fucking... We are completely bogged.
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Vice? Where's the vice? Please fix! Where's the vice? What are you talking about? There's only one more option with Hitomi. Oh, I could actually make it... Well, no. There's no reason why I would make it one. Hugger.
Well, I suppose I will try it.
Not gonna do anything, I don't think.
She's hard.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, nothing.
Okay, Hitomi actually had nothing to do with it. Really. The bones on the ground don't do anything. There's only one thing we haven't fucked with, I guess, and it's the pitcher switch in the pot.
A
Picture.
picture.
Just a picture.
Fill out, remove. Fill out.
I don't have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
What?
You don't have to go that far.
What the fuck?
The color has returned.
Hey, Aiba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
I do. Oh shit.
What was that?
I think it's the eyeball.
What do I do?
Shut up, open, ignore, lock. Again, I'm going with like the I'm not here thing. That's my whole plan. I'm ignoring it. I didn't answer the phone. I shut the curtains. I'm ignoring the door. If I lock it, they know I'm inside. You know what I mean? Why is my face on the ground?
Aiba, wake up!
Dude! This is nightmare fuel!
And my body is heavy.
No! It's gotta be open then.
No thanks. I don't want any.
Oh. Because all the other ones don't, Oh,
What
fuck.
happened?
Shit. It wasn't that either. That's ×3. That's game.
Date.
Fuck.
Shit.
God damn it. Dude, that is fucking brutal because there's so many fucking... I don't even know if it's my computer, TBH. Because they're not, it's not even like being like stressed. My computer is chilling right now. Alright, go back to this lock. Oh my god, she's still bugged. She's just perma bugged. Feels bad. Okay, what was the last thing we did? Oh god damn it, I have to go break all the books. Skull progressed it.
A skull.
Yeah. Halftime, throw it. Okay, well, we know what to do now though.
Dead.
Alright.
I'm gonna lock the
Sorry
door,
about
I
this.
guess. Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's just a bug. The fucking Dangan games soft lock sometimes. They were a little buggy.
3 minutes, Date.
Let's see. There we go.
A book.
Oh wait, shit, I forgot that it doubles. Is it still the fastest?
A book.
It's only 24 seconds. Fuck it.
What is
Yep.
this going
We're driving number...
by?
Yeah.
That's
Okay. This book.
a book.
There.
A green book.
I do not think.
Okay.
All right.
What was the last thing we did?
You have less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. To cover the picture in blood.
A picture.
Just a
Yeah. And then C space fill out.
I don't have a pen.
Okay.
You don't have to go...
Done that, and then sure.
Who is that?
Okay, so we know that it's not open ignore. It's either shut up or lock. Dude, I think that I was right with my strat. I'm gonna try it. Wait, shut up? Oh, do I tell it to shut up? Well then no, I'm gonna lock it. They're gonna know that I'm here, but... Oh, and they left. Oh, it's Rohan. Oh, what? Why were you pointing a gun at... Oh, to make it look like...
No! Stop!
But why did I have the...
Stop right there.
It is boss. I don't understand. I don't understand. So boss is obviously a bad guy. Bad lady. Because she knew about the serial killings then. She knew exactly who the culprit was and let it continue.
Date, this is a serious matter.
What?
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know.
What's the serial...
I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Yeah, you look like you shit yourself. Are you okay?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
Oh, shit.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Jesus Christ.
Can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
I feel like it's too obvious that Boss would be it, because she wasn't here the whole time, and she knew about the old serial killings and was obviously corrupt or some shit. Because for her to know about Rohan and the Cyclops killer before that they were caught, that means that she knew about it, and also, well, Hitomi was shot there. Hitomi was shot in that dream, which doesn't make sense because she's alive. I don't know. She's obviously bad, though, because she knew about them before they turned themselves in, because they were connected in, like, the fucking dream thing. But I feel like it's way too obvious that she's the killer, because she knew about the old ones, she refuses to tell me about the old ones, she automatically assumes that it's a copycat killer just based off the fact that it's missing a left eye, and she's absent on the day of the new killings, the only time that we would be in her space during the day when one of these killings has had, like, taken place. She's not here, so... She could have lived being shot, I guess, but wasn't it in the head? Because the blood came out from, like, the back of her upper body. It was either the head or, like, the shoulder. Shoulder, chest.
We'll deal with So later.
It was not, like, stomach or anywhere near that.
Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea.
I mean, we can ask her if she was shot, but, like, there was no, like... She doesn't have, like, any scars or anything like that, or at least, like, visible. And you think she would have mentioned, like, do you know any of these people?
Not here.
Oh, yeah, I was shot by, you know, XYZ. Somnium earlier was just like the dream that I had 3 days ago.
What the hell is going on?
Okay, she was shot in, like, by her boob and in the shoulder. Oh, but she's clearly dead on the ground there.
What is going on?
She is omega dead good in that.
Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura? To protect number 89?
But how is she alive now? And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Yep. This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. Alright, let's check the computer. All this shit is on the computer's dog.
Iva, can you hack this PC?
I will try.
Hacking. Hacking complete.
Unlocked. Logging in. I have recovered some video data. It was uploaded only a few hours ago.
Oh. Right when she left.
That
Oh.
is...
Sosajima. Why? Why?
Wearing high heels to woman. Boss.
Boss?
Okay, so she is the killer. Huh? The case remains unsolved. Huh? No way. No way. There are still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago in Date's past. The story's branching points are insomnia. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in Somnium. There may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Try to find a new way forward. Locked. Oh, shit. Okay, so... Psyching in the curtain. That's where we came from. So there was another branching thing right here in the Iris one, and we got zappied. We never went this way. We also never got we did this one. Or we got this one, but we never went this far. I still could go, I could go all the way back, and we could date the gamer girl, dude. I could go all the way back. Okay. So, reopen investigation, begin investigation. Classified. This is locked. Proceed, you must play through more of the story. Wait, okay, so I have to go, I actually have to go either back to, all the way back to here, or I have to go back to Gamer Girl Date. Like, it's not even a choice, I have to do one of those two things, right? Because what you're saying is, I keep the information from the other routes, right? Like, I go here, I do the other route, and that unlocks this over here, right? I don't go back to this thing, right? Like, I did this the only way that I could, because there's only one branching path off this. So I think what you're saying is I go all the way back over here and fuck with this. I think, right? Or am I dumb? Because it says, to proceed, you must play through more of the story. Which I think that means, like, literally... Not this. I didn't fuck up here. I don't fucking know, man. I might just go back in here. I don't know. Strange goo cannot be reached. But based on the way that it's worded... Based on the way that it's worded, I can't... go there. Do I actually go all the way back over here? I'm so confused! Return to the title screen? No. I don't understand. I don't get... Must play through more of the story. I can't. You told me I can't play through more of the story. Do I just go from here? I don't get it. It would be cool if you have to, like, go all the way over here, but that's going, like, all the way, like, fucking... That's losing so much progress. So why is that red? I guess because it's ongoing. Alright, fuck it. I believe what the game wants me to do is reload, like, all the way back here. Do I Google this? I don't understand. To unlock this, you must play more of the story. AI Somnium Files. I don't want to, like, reload, like, a save, you know what I mean? Motherfucker. Please don't tell me that I just spoiled that for myself. Bro. I don't know what I'm doing. I just spoiled, like, 3 things. Whatever. Okay. Well, I know 2 of the endings now. I still didn't answer my question. I read that shit, I immediately closed it. Okay. Well, I know 2 things we haven't seen so far. I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm afraid to do is that I'm, like, reloading a really old save and I'm, like, going for an alternate ending and the same thing's gonna happen. Because why did this happen? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a cool concept, but, like, if I'm reloading all the way back here... Whatever, fuck it. We'll go for a different ending, I guess. I don't understand. It's either I fucked up on that path or I fucked up here. You could try this. Alright. That's a lock number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. I'm gonna assume this is what I have to do.
A CRTT.
Oh, wait. Shit, back out. We did that last time. Watch the murder, look at the blood. Hey, it's a hidden orb.
What?
Iris B. Blood.
A double door.
Open. Why won't you open?
It doesn't open. We don't have a double door.
Tackle?
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that. You're not helping.
Where is blood? I don't see blood anywhere. Look at the blood. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, there's a map. There is no blood. What? A, look at the blood. B, watch the murderer. There is no blood! What are you oh, nice. Oh, hell yeah, I didn't even know that. Oh, nice. There was no blood! It's door and TV.
A double
Maybe it's in the TV?
a CRT.
Hit. Space. Hit.
Fixing it by hitting it is
Well,
Just go for it. Aw, it's a little mouse. Oh, it's a blood on the mouse.
what was that just now?
a child's drawing of a rat.
Iris must have drawn it.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation.
Mr.
There's much to
Frog.
interact with.
This is a little different. He looked at the blood. Hit the mouse. Oh. That cord got me. That was a little spooky. Blow it up! Alright, let's fucking detonate this shit. Medicine
I
shelf.
see many objects.
Investigate the TV. Smell. Investigate the bottle. Investigate the bottle. I blew it up.
What? The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
Okay.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Blew up a frog. Okay. These aren't related to the murders. Tear and stab it. Gun mirror operating. Okay.
An analog TV.
Hit it. Bop it.
Understood. What was that? That was creepy.
It likes it.
Pissed my pants.
Okay, that wasn't it. Tear and stab it. Tear and stab what? What's in the mirror? Oh, I'm in the mirror.
A full body mirror.
Punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
Gotta try.
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert.
Did it work?
You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. Tear and stab it. Let's grab the gun.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
It's on a vise, just like the other one. Look down the barrel, remove, shoot. We can try shooting it, I guess.
I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Oh my god. I barely
As I
lived.
thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
Okay. Reference book.
It appears to be a butterfly reference book with pictures.
Oh! Tear and stab it.
That will be difficult with it being this thick.
Just do it. No! Butterfly! Okay.
The butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
The more you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
Right.
Alright.
3 minutes, Date.
Well, that wasn't the end of tearing and stabbing it. Put a gas canister over here.
A common gas.
Kick, open the valve, smell. Let's open the valve.
It's rusted shut. I cannot open it.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
Okay.
A common gas can.
Kick it, I guess? Ow.
Are you okay?
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on.
Okay. I'm so confused. The other one made sense. This one does not make sense. There's a TV over here.
A retro
Yeah, not yet, not yet. I'm gonna fucking open the thing first.
Just
Locker, check mark. Oh, yeah! Last time opening it, did the... Yeah. It told me a check mark. It's gonna be the knife flying out. Canister. Hits the thing.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me to examine the knife?
Good idea.
Oh! Last time that started a whole chain reaction, but it doesn't
You're less than
exist.
2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
The knife that flew out of the locker.
Push in seppuku. No! Throw it.
Like this?
No!
I only threw it lightly.
No! Okay.
An oil drum, television, and torso.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
Wait. Okay, this one is Omega related to, the Renju, part. The other one was related to the other killings. Okay. Look down the barrel, remove. Remove that shit. Oh, wait. I'm a dumbass.
With a vice and
Can you loosen it?
Impossible.
Oh,
Is there some...
I'm a dumbass. I don't know why I tried to do that. Shoot and kill. I need a bullet, it said, right? Maybe there's a bullet in the oil drum.
An oil.
Take the lid off, look inside. It's censored. She'd really be repressing that shit in her brain then.
What does this mean?
Bullets.
Bullets?
Maybe you can use them in that gun?
Okay. Have bullets now, I assume.
A revolver.
Shoot is lit up again, so it is different.
Can we use the bullets we found?
Yep.
This
Shoot that
could
shit.
work. I'll try shooting it.
How is the gun moving? It's in the vise. Bang. We just sniper elited the fuck out of the TV. Nice. We win. The fuck? What the fuck? Is that so? Okay, so that's obviously... Okay, assuming they color everyone the same thing. I mean, that's so obvious. Okay, so now we're... Since we reloaded the save, I guess. I don't really understand if that's...
What happened during that Somnium?
Everyone's back alive. Like, fucking Ota is alive. Iris is alive, because this is all back... Like, that's why I don't think this is what I'm supposed to do.
the whole thing on the
You
monitor?
piece of shit.
But we're just as confused as you are.
I'm not confused at
Well,
all.
upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious when you sink into somnium.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
No, I don't think it's Iris. I think it's you.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's
See,
dream from the third person.
It would be cool if the game knew that I went to go do, like, the other, like, fucking route and was like, oh my god. Because right now it feels like I really just load a save. Like, I want to skip all the dialogue, because I know all this shit.
That means that Iris, she must have met So Sejima somewhere.
That is so. No. I think that... Wait. Oh yeah, because it's a memory.
Congressman Sejima in there.
I'm so confused.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
I don't
Not
know.
necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celeb.
The first part, yes, but the second part...
You sure about that? Anyway, you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right, because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online.
Okay. What does this give us? We were silent for a time. While I was deep in my thoughts, I heard Pewter
Got it.
speak.
Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I gave my short reply and headed for the sync room next door. Okay, let's see what happens now, I guess.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it?
Oh, you're actually fucking talking to
You
me.
cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What?
Remember your dream? No. Do you know a politician named So Sejima?
Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
Okay.
You haven't?
So it wasn't you kissing him?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
About the Nile message with Ota.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile.
Oh yeah, we never found out what that thing was. 'Cause they got sawed in half.
I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Okay.
Iba, Ota's phone is still broken, right?
I got a new
He
one.
definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
Yeah.
The same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number 198.
I don't care.
Persons
Shut
may
up.
repeat Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now, you are violating the law.
Damn.
Do we have a deal?
No.
You want my testimony, right? bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay.
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Guess we're gonna bring him to the same place again.
Shit.
Which leaves me no choice.
Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah.
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers.
Oh.
Anyway, let's go.
Oh, I don't talk out loud when I'm on the phone? I didn't know that. Okay, so we're bringing them to the same place again, but this time it's at the diner, so I doubt he's gonna taser me in front of his mom or some shit. How is this any different? The only thing is that I no longer saw myself and all of the original murders.
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because you're the police.
At any point, I could click on my log and I could watch you get sawed in half, Lamau.
Maybe not. But you better keep your promise.
I'm sick of the two of you. You two should be dead. In the perfect reality, you're both dead. Just know that. So you bought a new cell phone, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara.
Who's your mom?
She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
You know, I could actually, in this other route, I can actually think of the time, what's actually happening in the other route too, and I could try to, like, compare that. Like, whoever's not here, whoever's not accounted for, is suspicious. I keep you waiting?
I was nervous thinking about Tessa.
I don't care.
I couldn't stop imagining what dirty, perverted dojin plots you were acting out with her.
Yep. I did all of them.
As long as I am in your eye socket, that won't happen.
Fuck off, I
Wouldn't happen anyway.
Oh. Yeah, that too. So what about that thing in the Nile message?
So let's hear it.
This is what got me tased last time.
What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh,
You gonna tell me there's someone standing behind me?
Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter, right?
Yeah, and?
I want you to take a good look at it.
No fucking way.
The photo.
Yes, the photo.
It's the same. You gonna attack me again? Oh, but this time it wasn't a taser. Iba's still on. That's the difference. Oh, shit. Okay. I was a little bit pissed that I had to go in another route. I think that's a little bit weird forcing you to do that, but then it's almost the exact same thing, except Iba's awake this time. Where am I driving?
Head is pounding. What time is it?
We're in the morning.
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m.
Yep.
You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know. But afterward, he ran off with Iris.
Did they say where they were going?
How do you know?
You were still up.
You had lost consciousness.
Yep.
But I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
This didn't happen last time. Okay. So it's the same. Oh, did he say something this time?
Wait. I'll get the car.
You'll get the car? So you do have access to a vehicle, you little shithead.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Oh.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, what the fuck?
Ota.
Oh, shit! actual witch. Hold the fuck up. Wait.
Why didn't you chase them?
That's what you say, Date, you dumb motherfucker. Okay, she just used like some fucking like Jedi mind trick shit to make her mom, like, his mom fucking CC'd for a second, dude. So she is like some demon, like actual demon. That motherfucker felt no emotion, walked up directly to the mom, stunned her ass, and then just walked away.
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
Let's see if she gets cut in half this time. It's gonna be from boss.
Date, the boss is calling.
Yep.
How am I gonna report this one?
We have a live stream feed. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. She's tied up on the thing. Here's the saw blade. We gotta get over there fast. The criminal is something, whatever. Okihiro, we need to go now. Time already passed. The car raised itself, changed. The video changed. Polar bear pulls down the thing. It's coming. Ota stops it. Get Bez, stay away from Tessa. Rar. Please. But at that moment, whatever the fuck. Oh! I get here earlier this time. Oh my god! That is Ota's blood then. That's actually Ota's blood, and she's not dead.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Oh my god!
Hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Holy shit! Wait, okay, I actually like this. Her eyeball's still cut, though.
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Yeah, but her eyeball's gone.
Backup is en route to this location.
Get her off the thing. I don't...
Pursue the culprit.
Okay.
Alright, I'm on it.
But I don't like the fact that she's still on the thing. Oh, and we know boss is bad. Wait a minute. Oh, no. If she ends up sawed, dude. Boss shows up. Wait, it's the next day. I didn't pursue them.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance.
She's alive. Just straight up.
They probably got away through the back alley.
Yep.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
Hmm. About So.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
I know that you're bad, but...
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
God. Okay. About that fishery.
You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually.
It swapped ownership. Have you contacted Hitomi and Mayumi?
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out.
You do a great job of not acting like the fucking
I think
villain.
she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota.
Chase, if that's what you want to call it. She
Perhaps
walked.
she knows something.
Yeah, she might.
We should definitely ask her, though.
Mayumi's story.
We need to listen to exactly what happened between her and Iris right there. When she was like, you witch. Because, like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? I want to hear from the representative of Okiura Fishery.
They're giving statements at HQ right
Okay. Did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you. After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
Have CSI found anything about the warehouse?
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Iba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
Go investigate.
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Iva.
Roger that.
So, it's the exact same investigation day, except they're both saved this time. Date residence, we can go talk to Mizuki, but I guarantee you she's gonna have fucking nothing for us, so we should just get that out of the way. She's useless. She was at home. Last time she was just fucking crying, so it's not gonna be anything.
Hey, Mizuki.
What
Could
the
you take a break?
I'm sorry. What?
I want to ask you something.
You cannot do that. Mizuki. So, Oda and Iris, right? She's not talking to me. The fishery? The officer dropped you off? You're mad at me, aren't you? Apologize to Mizuki?
Listen, I get it. I'm really sorry, Mizuki. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang. The Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
Actually get a cutscene, too.
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
Oh my god!
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
Okay, game, you're getting a little too real.
My girlfriend is a ninja. You know, she's just hiding in the shadows.
Yeah, same.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Alright, now you'll talk to me. About Oda and Iris.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last night.
The Among Us one?
Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Now, normally, what I thought before, if I would have gotten this ending naturally, right? If we never would have gone down the super fucked up, her getting slaughtered route, right? If we would have never gone down that route, I would have assumed that Oda faked this, because it only, again, he's only on camera one at a time, but we know that in the other ending, he actually gets, not only does he get stabbed, just like in this one, he gets put on the fucking thing and cut in half. In the other one, though, you know, wait, actually, maybe this ending, maybe this route supports my original theory, and it's actually exactly like Boss said. They planned on doing, not a murder-suicide, maybe it was supposed to be staged, because I got there, it just ended at that. If he did stab himself or whatever, and faked this whole thing, trying to look cool, yada yada yada, like if they set this up between the two of them, staged it to try to clear their innocence, right? And then somebody else came in, Okay, hold on. Sorry, just spitballing here. But like, okay, let's say they set this up. This almost clears their innocence, right? If it goes exactly like it does in this timeline, this like basically clears them. She has her eyes scooped out, all that shit. But if she went this far to clear her name, right? No, listen. She went this far to clear her name. This was all set up. In the other ending, we aren't the first to arrive. We're super late because we were knocked out for longer and we didn't get the information. We were too slow to get there. Let's say Boss shows up, because Boss, again, is the person who goes on the fucking murder spree. We watched her fucking kill So, right? Kill So and willingly go up to a camera, okay? She gets there before us. Fucking Ota is pretending to be this polar bear thing. She just kills them both. She has no reason not to. Off screen, she actually fucking stabs and, like, actually kills Ota. Gets back on the polar bear suit. Straight up kills her. She doesn't have to run, because we're still not even on the way there. After that, takes off the polar bear suit, puts it on Ota, and then, well, she still doesn't have a reason to put it on him. It doesn't make sense in the other ending why she dressed him up as a polar bear.
That doesn't out of intensive care.
That doesn't make sense for either thing. Because what's stopping her from doing it in this timeline?
But I know she'll be okay.
Or, well, I guess in the original one, she didn't have to dress him up in the polar bear because there was only 2 people there. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. So in the original one, again, that whole thing is staged, right? That whole thing is staged. He stabs himself off screen. She is still tied down, eyes scooped out to try to clear her own name. But instead of him going back, my thing is, how the fuck did she find the live stream so quick? Well, I mean, it was broadcast everywhere. I don't think that's that sus. But I mean, maybe. The thing is, though, I think definitely the person that shows up, right? The person that shows up, because we never even saw anybody there. The door was just open, and Ota tries to claim that they ran out of it, right? Ota stabs himself, she gets her eyes scooped out, they both seem to be cleared, and they're both innocent, okay? In the other route, Boss shows up, he is still in the polar bear because he's pretending, right? He is still in the polar bear costume, and he is pretending to be like this fucking villain or whatever the fuck. No. I don't know why he would be put in the costume and then cut in half.
Iris's surgery will definitely be a success.
You stay positive, even if there's no reason to be. It's one of your good qualities, Date.
What?
I believe it. Iris is going to be just fine.
The only thing I can think of is, like, they come across...
is a company Grandpa made.
They come across, like, if Boss came in and saw... If Boss came in and saw the person in the polar bear costume already, and then took them out of the costume, put it on themselves, pulled the switch to actually kill, what's-her-nuts. There's no way that Ota fought off somebody.
I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though.
That's my
Grandpa
thing.
died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. They aren't family.
I guess he could be. Where's the officer that dropped you off?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
What the?
I like big boobs too.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Take it or leave it. What kind of person was your grandpa?
I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yep. And then Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Okay.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hands. And then Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true. But there's a part of me that's thinking maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I believe her grandpa was an incredible man. Alright, I'm gonna peace out now.
Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigations.
Wait, you're leaving me again? I'm coming with you.
No.
Why?
I can't involve you. This might be dangerous.
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
It was 1 year ago. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey,
Jesus
what
Christ.
happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad and I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this problem. Mizuki has to deal with this problem herself.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to train.
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Aw.
Why the shrine?
Wow, you get none of this if you
Shrine
go
is
down the other
perfect
route.
place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like this.
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming stronger. Follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power beyond your wildest dreams.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master.
Key to victory is to kill the heart. Mental preparation is important. Your everyday life is of dire importance. Yes, we're gonna be Mr. Miyagi.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your everyday
Yes!
life.
Wax on.
Diet and exercise form a strong body.
Wax
And
on.
if you are always maturing intellectually and emotionally, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
True.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
Hark, the blowing of the wind through the trees.
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
I just did. Being quick to act is crucial.
Mizuki, do you know how to win any fight against any opponent?
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight is this. Hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
No.
Not Date, Master.
Maybe. Maybe a little bit of RP. Mental preparation is important.
In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, then they will be. The mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand on the door.
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
You know. The key to victory is to kill the heart.
Like, when you get into a fight, aim for the heart?
No.
No, it's the opposite. You must kill your own heart, Mizuki.
What?
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any
Oh my
mercy
God!
or emotional attachment. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your potential. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Just a punching bag. Huh.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths, and you will get stronger.
That's the worst advice I could
This
ever
sounds
give
like
someone.
a scam.
Yeah.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be thanking me in time.
Are you sure?
And how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've got.
Huh? How?
Kick the shit out of me.
Well, let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
Just knocks me out.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
What the fuck? That did not happen. Fuck off. That did not happen. That's...
How is that?
No.
You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike the master. That is a must.
Please don't hit me, please. I will literally die.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
I guess that explains why she can lift that.
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju. I can't put you in danger.
That's not fair. Bringing up Daddy.
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either.
It's crazy to think that they're alive right now.
You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know. When the time comes.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
Where to?
Alright, well, we have the hospital now. Sajima. Oh yeah, question so. And then we have much. Okay, I want to go to the diner. I want to question her mom. I want to know how she got Jedi mind tricked. I want the actual retelling of that shit. Wait, but wasn't she at the hospital? What's gonna be at the diner? Did she go back to the diner? Oh yeah, you did. Oh.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
Interesting. You done packing?
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine.
What?
You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
What? About that photo.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo
This
toward
is
me.
a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy.
She told me that story before.
I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Can I call her out on that? That she already told me that? Where's her husband? We already know that.
Oh, who knows?
He leaves.
I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita
Oh.
Takaro.
He looks like a South Park character. Like, was South Park Canadian?
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years
Oh,
ago.
fuck. Wait, this is so interesting because she did not say that before. She said he's out right now. He just leaves. He comes and goes without saying.
What?
She's delusional
What's
then.
going on here?
Or some shit.
Last night? What time?
Oh, fuck. Well, now I don't know if it's mind tricks or if she's actually just the crazy one.
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by
No, you
You
weren't.
were sleeping?
Oh, wait.
That can't be.
Maybe she's a sleepwalker?
Ota.
You left the diner to chase after. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Yeah.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Well...
Your son attacked me.
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go anywhere last night.
But you actually did.
I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very nostalgic dream.
Kind of dream.
It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me. And he was taking so long, and I was waiting My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest.
Just don't.
Ah, that's my Oda. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Don't know if she's...
Date, I noticed something.
What?
Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
She's not lying. She genuinely believes it. I thought that the whole time, but I don't know... I don't know if fucking... I don't know if this is because she was interfered with, or if she's actually...
Part of her brain is blue.
Oh.
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Oh, that's what it is.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness.
Yeah.
I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Shit.
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss.
That's why she doesn't know that her fucking restaurant is completely closed, her husband is dead, and apparently it's so bad she didn't even know what happened last night.
She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from.
That's also why she doesn't remember who I am.
Did she run a diner like that?
No, that's why it's closed. She doesn't know who I am, and she also didn't know that she told me that story already.
It isn't running.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's closed.
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years.
Wait, do I have dementia as well? No, I think you're right. I think that he is proper there, because we've already learned this at the beginning of the game.
Matsushita Diner is near
Yeah,
the Kapasaki district.
this exact
It's not
dialogue
technically
happened.
within the restricted area.
It's not even the alternate route. This literally happened. We reloaded the save after I did the fucking pulse thing, and all the dialogue we got was Mizuki ignoring us. This happened at the beginning. This is in this route. We learned all of this.
Before the accident, patrons from Bloom Park, the customers.
Yeah.
Does Mayumi not notice that the store's...
I do not think so.
Because of...
Yes.
I can't believe it.
It's weird. The fact that Date wasn't able to call her out.
Is that all?
And the fact that...
I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
We heard it again. Okay. Yeah, her dementia's pretty fucking bad. Mayumi stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
You know what's interesting, though? You know what's interesting? On the other route, it's almost like her dementia was ignored. I'm assuming it's a plot hole. But she got information at the very beginning of the day. She got information at the very beginning of the day, like around 3 in the morning, that I was supposed to drop Iris off, and I was the reason why Iris was murdered. Boss called her and told her that I was supposed to take Iris to wherever the fuck, but instead, because I didn't do that, Ota was able to meet up, knock me out, and then get themselves killed. And she blamed it on me later in the afternoon. Her memory persisted for like fucking around 12 hours, if not more than that. But here, she could not remember into the beginning of this morning. I'm assuming that's just a plot hole, but her dementia seems to be conditional, depending on if the route is going good or not. When the route's going good, she remembers absolutely nothing, but when everything's fucked, she knows exactly what she heard about me. Because as soon as I walked in the other route, she was like, "Fuck you! This is your fault for not dropping off that Iris lady!" It's Satomi.
Are you okay?
Date.
Hello.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Okay. Let's talk about Iris.
Iris lost her left eye.
Yep.
They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact. They told me they might be able to restore it. But I'm thankful she's alive.
That makes me think that they didn't do it themselves then. If the eyeball wasn't recovered. Because they wouldn't have anywhere to put it.
I
just throw it in the water.
Very important to me.
Unless he could.
Monica Ui, my best friend.
Oh, sorry, one of the only friends I had.
While I was waiting for news from Iris's surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes.
About Ota.
I am so thankful for Ota. No, words don't even do it justice. Ota saved Iris, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
I heard the police talking about it.
Sorry, I'm just watching a replay.
If Ota didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead.
No, if he goes, she still dies.
I really don't even know what to say. It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you.
It's weird because it's a difference of 20 minutes maybe. If I let them stay in there for 20 more minutes, they both end up dead. I mean, it's a matter of seconds though, in terms of what happens after the sync. Because literally, it happens so fast in the other route that literally before Ota can come back on camera, he's killed. And then she gets sawed in half. Like, just in one of the routes, the polar bear wins, and one of the routes he doesn't, for no reason. I mean, I guess it'll be explained eventually. Let's talk about Ota some more.
Ota was actually one of my students.
We
I
talked
was
about
a teacher in elementary school.
Yeah.
Even back then, he had such a strong sense of justice.
Oh, we didn't talk about that, actually. We talked about that in the route where he
Not
dies.
that I'm one to say, but I believe he grew up to be quite an amazing young man. He risked his own life to save someone else. His mother must have raised him well.
I can't wait to talk to him about it. Everybody's giving him praise. That makes me think. What's your alibi for yesterday?
Hitomi, what were you doing around 3 a.m. today? I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
We never
I
get
was
this in the other
sleeping
one.
at home. The
Oh.
police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about all this.
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
It's just a
Not
possibility.
necessarily, but...
We never got that last time either. She just cries on us. You know anything about Iris and So? Iris and So? That's what I say.
So, Sejima? The politician?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Goodbye.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a time like this.
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Alright. We can go talk to So, or we can go to the warehouse. Let's go look at that warehouse. Let's see what's different this time. I remember everything from last time. We'll also see if Pewter talks to us. Because last time when we showed up at the warehouse, Pewter stopped us when we left. Alright. It's gonna be way different, actually.
2 cars.
Yeah, those were here last night, too.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
Yeah.
1 van and 1 station wagon.
We don't even investigate that last time, even though they're still here.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
That's what they took to get here. I'll go get the car.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
That's what they used to get here for sure. Because that would be parked at the Matsushita
Ota's
residence.
fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gear shift.
Yeah.
Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Alright, and the other one?
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen.
Oh shit.
It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday.
There's another fucking time for you. Okay, 10:33 p.m. yesterday.
The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
I wonder why you don't get any of this in the other route.
Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
All that matters is when and where. Yeah. A police officer. I asked him about the investigation, but there's been no progress. Cold Station Warehouse. A cold storage warehouse became the scene of a horrible crime this morning. Akira Fishery, cold storage warehouse. Other police officer? Oh, wait.
Was there anything else found inside?
Oh, wow. You don't even go in because nobody... I guess there was no brutal murder in the warehouse, so there is nothing to investigate.
There was one thing.
There's something in the car, though.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated.
Mm-hmm.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
Well, motherfucker.
Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
Means that they were here before, obviously. Are there any other fingerprints in the
I
car?
cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Okay, before I go inside the warehouse, I have to piss so bad. Give me 2 seconds. I'm a fast pisser. Baby. Okay. I have my cat in here. Oh. I mean, I guess because they both die, you just get, like, hard punished and you don't get to learn that information about any of it, but that also, like, I feel like that's even a little bit more support to say that Ota was trying to stage that shit. I thought that from the second he showed up, but, like, now knowing that he stole both of these, I thought that one of these cars would belong to him, the Matsushita one, obviously, and the other one would belong to, whoever the fuck the third person was. But, knowing that he stole this at 10:33 p.m. that day. He set up the shit in here. I'm assuming he set up the live stream and all that fucking shit, because he was here for some reason. And then when he got here, obviously this is the second car, it has to be, not only because it has Iris's fingerprints, but that's also where his phone was. We know that he has his phone on him because we saw him fucking... In the other one, we actually make him pull out his phone. In this one, he doesn't pull out his phone. But we know he has his phone on him, and it falls under the driver's seat of this one. So this is the second car. That's the one that got here at whatever the fuck time. This one was prepped. This one was brought here to prep something earlier that day. And I'm assuming it's going to have all the equipment and shit.
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Alright, this time there's no blood. Except for where Ota got stabbed. It's supposed to be Ota's blood. This is where he was stabbed and went down. Ice cutting
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Okay.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream.
The Wi-Fi.
All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and
Yeah, it'd be difficult to track him down.
I have logged into the
Wi-Fi.
Fisher. However, I found the password written directly.
Yeah. Video camera and laptop used for the stream. We probably can't find the culprit with these,
The
though.
tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Really? Forklift. I don't see anything special about it. Oh, hold on. It's not going to come into play now. There's a cardboard box on the floor if there's nothing in it. Wooden box on the shelf. It's empty.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse?
Yeah, it's abandoned. Stuff might not be frozen. Any progress? Aren't you cold?
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
Any progress on the investigation?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Hello, Tron.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
What part of her looks like a metal tube?
Hello, Drum. Probably not a clue this time. It was packed with cardboard boxes. I asked the cop of the scene, so there wasn't anything special about him. There's a dark spot over there. Oh, shit. Night vision. You can't even get this last time. Square object.
There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
Cutscene. Dot dot dot.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Let's get the chocolate further? Oh.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
Alright, we know so much more this time. Holy shit. Now it's time to go to the person who dies next. Okay. This should be even more info, if he's not already dead. I mean, how much time happened last time to where they died? Oh, a lot, actually, because we called the one dude in for questioning, and then...
How did you get in?
I just walked.
Hopped over the fence.
Yeah. Hello.
That's trespassing, you know.
Fuck off.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back.
He smiled at that. He liked that. Hello. Do you know Iris Sagan?
No. It's this girl.
I showed him a picture of Iris that I had.
Cute.
What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not. You did. Did not.
Can't blame him. My cat's here. My cat wants to solve the mystery.
Shoot!
Shoot what?
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right?
What's your boss's relationship with the Kamakuras? I'm gonna talk.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality.
Okay. Does that confidentiality include lying about alibis?
Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, resting.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off.
There
is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
Yeah. Suspicious. Alright, so, do you know Iris?
I don't. Who is that?
This girl. I showed him the picture of Iris that I had.
This girl. Do you recall seeing her?
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
Where were you at 3 o'clock this morning?
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do with it.
About your connection with the Kamakuras.
I told you yesterday.
That is true.
My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Are you finished here?
Yeah.
I'm just getting started.
Oh, never mind.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with your case.
It's my job to decide that, not yours.
Okay, I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
The koi?
I'd like to see you try.
They're gonna eat
Dante,
me.
he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
X-ray? He's got a gun? Some shit? Yeah, he got a gun.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of course, real and loaded.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Metal
Are
detector.
you finished?
Yes.
If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish anything further here. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Okay. Well, where does it take us now? Back to Abyss headquarters. Alright. Well, just know that he's gonna die next. Assuming this reality stays the same. Maybe they go back and finish off Iris and Ota.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far.
Yeah. About so.
There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sajima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
We know it's not him. I watched him die.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakuras. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's Somnium?
But how?
Yeah.
That part doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, how could she watch that if they don't even know who each other is? Can I talk again
I
about
am
it?
more interested in the hired guns that So uses as bodyguards.
You are?
I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sajima hires substantial security.
Right.
If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Okay.
Is So trying to start trouble?
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on.
Yeah, he's probably just involved in some deep shit, like government level shit. About Mayumi.
Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume.
Just doesn't know anything about
it.
She might not remember.
Yeah.
Correct.
She didn't follow him though, there was no other car that was there. About Mizuki.
Mizuki did not have any new information about Okiura Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that company to Renju.
Still, something's not right.
What do you mean? What's not right about that? Oh, I was sitting. Sorry, my cat just headbutt the spacebar because my hand's on it. Any other information? She's trying to get me to pet her. She's very needy.
There's an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse.
Oh?
Fingerprints were found on it.
Oh shit.
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812 on Koshu. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called 8s. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the Stishimagen.
Hold on a second.
Wait.
I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
Okay.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
No way, at the same time?
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Yeah.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from that?
She probably took Oda to the 812. Oda got out, stole a car at fucking...
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi
Speculation,
bought
you're
the
right.
chocolate at an 8 store last night.
Yeah.
And that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Are the only fingerprints on it? Are the only fingerprints on it his
Sorry
mom's?
to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a call from the boss.
Oh great, what do you want?
Connect me.
Killer lady?
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
No.
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital.
Yeah, I guess I did.
She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
Alright.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Can't wait.
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
Why are you coming? You have not came with me with any investigation. Why is she coming now? I mean, I know she's the murderer, right? But like...
How are you feeling, Ota?
She's trying to shut him up? Silence him?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
Alright, that's good.
I think this is leading to one of the things that I spoiled by Googling
Ota,
how I
I'm
continue.
sorry to put this on you right after your surgery, but can you talk to us for a minute?
Boss got right to business after introducing herself. I don't know why, but Ota seemed almost happy to answer. Maybe it was the drugs, maybe it was the high from surviving a life or death situation, or maybe it was because he saved Iris.
Yeah, sure.
It's because he's comfortable with who this is, motherfucker? About the walk.
Oh yeah. You hit me over the head with that walk, didn't you?
Oh, did I?
That was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa, so...
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Say it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's what I thought.
It's okay. But you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again.
Better not.
I swear on Ganesha.
Ganesha?
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Yeah. I swear on fucking... I swear on Nasus. You hear about Iris?
Her surgery was successful, right?
You're such a little
thanks
shithead.
To you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as garlic and ramen.
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him start shaking. He saw how strong I was and got scared, no doubt.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
Yep, that goes back to my very, very first claim.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go today.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything in this route keeps pointing back at that first thing, but I want to know exactly how it went down.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
No, but I don't...
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their identity.
All right. About that thing on Nile.
That's...
Still haven't told me. I can't tell you.
Sorry. I promised that I wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh, you fucker.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake accounts. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come crashing down.
I tell her.
I can't tell you.
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out there. Iris might have seen the criminal's face. Whoever did this might come back to kill her.
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need information.
Come on.
Okay.
Yes. Finally, what is that thing?
Remember when I told you about my day Saturday? I kind of lied a little.
What part?
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rented out.
That didn't happen.
That part is true.
Oh.
But after that, I said I went home, but I didn't.
Never mind.
I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened after.
Oh, shit. What happened?
This must have been about 8:50.
Okay, Renju is already dead. Keep that in mind. Renju is already dead. This is 5 minutes before the elevator goes up.
I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a license?
Oh, yeah, of course I do.
That's a lie. You told us that you
Not
didn't.
have one.
Yeah.
You don't have a license?
Shh. Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand.
Mr. Okiura's dead. He's been dead for an hour.
I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you.
It wasn't just convenient. It wasn't just convenient that the fucking...
After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Oh?
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her.
In the trunk, though?
That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a huge deal. So I kept quiet.
That almost gives her an alibi if she couldn't have gone in the building in the next 5 minutes.
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together.
Yeah, they were together. 2 hours later, he dies, and then 50 minutes after that, 5 minutes before the elevator goes up, Tessa is seen alone in his car, driving it, right before the elevator goes up.
They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building.
Yep.
2.5 hours later,
Yep.
Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
Yep.
But consider the current circumstances.
But that goes back to me. He's lying about fighting off that bear. We know that. His body temperature went up when he said that the fucking bear was scared of him.
Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new Cyclops killer.
And the eye is missing, though. There's also that.
And if Ota had not reached her in time, she would have been killed.
That's also not true.
What is going on here?
Oda does reach her, but let's talk about that chocolate. I took the chocolate out of my pocket and showed it to Ota. He's gonna immediately recognize it.
Does this jog your memory?
Oh, that.
What? Do you know something about it? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
Well, he's not gonna say anything. Oh, come on. What happened after you left Matsushita Diner?
You mean after hitting you with the walk?
Yep.
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away.
Yep.
I drove for a while, then we decided to take a breather. I parked the car at Famisto on Koshu.
Wait, what? No. Oh. Okay, okay. Sorry, I realized.
I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, and I went inside. But then, I heard Tessa screaming, "Ota, help!" I ran out of the store as fast as I could, but the car was driving away! I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine still on, and...
The station wagon, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Before I even realized what I was doing, I was behind the steering wheel.
I guess that would have happened. Oh shit, so I was knocked out before 10 p.m. Okay, I had the total fucking time of the thing. Wow, I was knocked out for 5 hours? What the fuck? Okay, I had the time all wrong because I thought for sure that he would have stolen this the day of for prep. Wait, what the fuck? That means that they were at the warehouse for 5 hours. Okay, so let me get this straight. If this happened at 10:33 p.m. yesterday, also, it's very obvious who went to go steal the car then. If the van showed up at the thing, at the exact same time that Ota got in this car to steal it, to chase after the van that was driving away, right next to her, literally one building away, was his mom buying the chocolate. The chocolate that ended up at the scene of the crime. There was only 2 vehicles there. The station wagon. How did she get home?
I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to borrow it.
There's so many things that don't add up.
10:33 p.m.
Right, that's right when...
Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
To chase after somebody that stole the other car. After stealing the station wagon...
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere.
So what'd you do?
I searched for what felt like hours.
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after I hit you.
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking at the time. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest me. I wasn't thinking clearly. I was panicking. And that's why I didn't realize it right away.
There's still something not adding up here. And it's the fact that right next to him, okay? Right next to him at 10:33 p.m., one building away, right when apparently fucking Tessa started screaming and the car got stolen and he had to steal another car to chase after him, his mom bought chocolate that ended up at the crime scene at the exact same time. Exact same time that this happened. Literally right one building away, this happened. And then somehow that chocolate ended up at the crime scene. He would have had to like talk to his mom. The mom would have had to have been also somehow at the warehouse. There's no way that she was the one that set this up, because how the fuck would she even know that this ice saw is in this warehouse? You know what I mean? Where the fuck does that come from?
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone in the car.
Yeah, under the seat.
Why is that so important?
Because
couldn't call anybody.
The phone had GPS on it.
Oh, you could track. You
If
genius.
I looked it up, I would find the location of the van.
That's smart as fuck. Yeah.
So I drove as fast as I could to an internet cafe and looked it up. That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water.
Yeah, so they already went to their... So I don't believe that it was fucking his mom that took it, because how the fuck would she know that this random ice saw is in this warehouse? She would have no connection to that.
You know the rest.
But also, the chocolate that was bought at the store ended up at the crime. She had to somehow get there. She was there last night. Unless... Unless he met up with her. That's the only way.
Did you see me turn off the saw?
Did?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen.
Exactly. That is important.
What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. My mind went blank. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
It's interesting that they used a knife specifically, though, because again, let's just say somehow that it is Ota's mother. Ota's mother was one building away. Maybe she saw Tessa or saw the van. After buying the chocolate, she was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna kill this witch, right? Goes over, gets in the car, has the chocolate, whatever. That part doesn't matter. The point is that chocolate confirms that she was there. Gets in the car, drives it over to the warehouse. Chocolate somehow ends up in the corner. I don't even know how that's fucking possible. Ties her down on the thing. Ota finds out through GPS, fucking comes here, stops the polar bear. The polar bear maybe doesn't initially kill him because it is his mother, and then goes to attack him and then just straight up stab. Why? Don't know. The fact that it is a knife, though, we know that the one lady does own a kitchen knife, a very close possession to her. It means a lot. That floral kitchen knife.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was in the suit?
No, I didn't.
Did they ever talk?
Voice?
Exactly.
Body type?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can remember?
I'm sorry, I told you everything. I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Lying.
Date, look.
I know, I saw
come on.
I could tell just from the way he said yes.
After all this, what is he trying to hide?
It might be his mother, because it's close to him.
Date, Ota is acting strange. I advise caution.
What do you mean?
Trey. What the fuck?
I don't believe it.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any case, you know what you have to do now.
I know.
Oh shit, we're syncing with him, aren't we? Or, we're bringing him back.
Let me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it. I can't question him like this.
Don't have to question him. We sync.
But you can still get information inside his head.
There's two parties here. For sure. There's absolutely two parties here. The boss is a bad guy, but I don't doubt that this Ota family is also... There's something fucked with them.
As you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Send it.
Won't be a problem. But, are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If
Fuck
anything
it.
happens, I'll take responsibility.
But...
There was a typo there. There was no L in responsibility. It was responsibility. It was two eyes next to each other. I might have like a fucking, like, I don't know.